Welcome back. We're on Prestige Emblem 4 of this 15-part series. And just a quick recap, what I'm doing is just creating my own custom Prestige emblems for an imaginary Call of Duty game, and we've made it to number 4. So, on the previous video on Emblem 3, I mentioned that I wanted to try to do something that was based more on weaponry. So for this one, I chose a couple of 44 Magnums to do kind of a dual Akimbo type thing, and it came out pretty good. I like how it came out. I like taking this whole technique or notion of doing a line drawing beforehand and then colorizing it and just kind of using it as a guideline for the end product. But while I'm doing this, I have an image of a printout of I think it was a Colt Python or Colt Anaconda or something that I was using just as a guide for shadows and lights and textures and to figure out angles of parts and things like that. And so I had that printed out right in front of me, so I'm constantly looking down to try and figure out where a certain shadow should go or how a certain piece is shaped or whatnot. So I do that pretty frequently with design work. I'll have some sort of reference material, sometimes multiple pieces, just lying around my desk, and I'm quickly picking things up and making sure that I'm at least close to what I'm trying to do. And it's good to always have that stuff handy. So, like I mentioned, I also wanted to do kind of a violet color to really set this one apart from all the other emblems that we're going to end up with. And I want to really vary up the colors for every single emblem, because if you imagine this as a set, I want people to be able to, if you were to back away and see all the emblems all together, you'd still be able to pick apart each one individually by shape and color. So I just want to make sure that no matter where you're at, it's readable and identifiable of what emblem each one should be. So to do that, I really changed this one up to this shield or almost like a badge type shape, and this is really kind of different from the crisscross ribbons we did for 3, and the purple is a nice or the violet is a nice secondary complementary color to some of the other emblems that we've been doing. So yeah, this is what I came up with. You'll notice down the road I end up with a couple extra stars, and I try to work them in, but they just don't fit. So I just bailed on those and ditched them and kept it a little more simpler and put all the focus on the weapons. Also, in the last video I mentioned that I wanted to do an animal for number 5, and big shout out to my buddy Drake for guessing. He guessed in the comments on the last video what animal it would be, and I didn't tell anybody, and he said rhino, and I had to look around like there wasn't any cameras on me or something. How did he know? But a rhino is different from what I've seen. I've rarely seen something like that in other emblems or military designs in general, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Hopefully it comes out as good as I'm trying to imagine it, but hopefully I'll get close. If not, we'll see what happens. So look for that on number 5, and that should be fairly soon, definitely in the next couple days. And I hope you like this. If you think it deserves a like, I appreciate it, and take care. All right, later. And if you missed either of the 2 previous emblems, we have Prestige 2 on the left, which is a nice blue one that came out pretty good. You can click that and give that a watch. Or Prestige 3 on the right, which is a very cool green emblem with a 3-pronged trident as the focal point. So enjoy. Have fun. Thanks.